Wow, pretty cool. What a day, guys. Do you see that? What's in front? There it goes. Gone. I can't catch it, the dove. But, you see the water? I mean, and I'm sure you can probably hear it because you might not be able to hear my voice very well. Plus, I'm still getting over a pretty bad cold and stuff. But I think a lot of people are. So anyway, Father's Day is tomorrow. And I want to wish all of you fathers out there truly a happy Father's Day, you know. And I'm never going to say anything bad about any father, but I want you to stop because only you know your heart and you and God, like myself. But I'm not a father, I'm a mother, but that's not my point. I want you to think for the night before Father's Day, fathers. And I want you to smile and think of your father and the grandfather. And I want you to think of Moses and Abraham and Isaac and just even Adam. I mean, just think. And think of our descendants. But more than that, think of your children, the generations to come, the lifestyle you're living, how you're carrying yourself, and how you're disciplining your children so that they won't come up in the way of sin so much as they're going to, but they'll know which path would give them proper characteristics of Christ and ourselves righteousness. And we're all very far from that, but it's a good thing to think. And think about your children, how much you love them. And not just that, guys. Think about how much joy they bring. And yes, they're little pains, because I was. And we did things that, oh my goodness, it just was unnecessary. And sometimes that I told you so thing kind of comes around. But you always want to defy the parent when they say that, because you got to see what's going to happen. They got to be lying to you so you won't do it, right? But, you know, anyway, think about these things. And pray for those generational curses to break. And just love your children for who they are. But at the same time, guide them. Guide them. Teach them about God. Stay close with them. Have a family night. Make sure. We used to color. We'd sit at the table on Friday night. Mom would make a double-layered chocolate cake. They'd all we'd take a special trip if it was raining or not. But a lot of times when it was raining, we'd get in the Monte Carlo, the 73, and we'd drive on down. We'd get to Central, and I think it was Central, I believe, the Toys R Us. And that was our toy stop. But that was our coloring book spot. And we'd all go in there, and there we go. Okay, everybody gets 2 coloring books and one giant one. No, the bigger ones. So there we go, scavenging. But we got a time limit because we're trying to get home. Mom wants to finish the food. Oh, there we go. By the time we come out, then we got our 2-pack of the 64 Crayolas. And there we go. After dinner has been made, since we didn't get the smiling McDonald's, we got enough for family night either way. Mom always cooked great. So it was mac and cheese and hot dogs, which was simple. That's what Fridays were, because it was more about us. So we got to sit on the bar stools when Mom made the cake, and Dad got everything ready for after. And he kind of got I call it, he was particular about, we had to take our baths and pajamas and certain things. So in between we would color pictures, but things would get done. And then we'd talk about things like simple things. Dad would always ask us something funny, and then we'd ask him something funny. We'd be funny about our life, something we wanted to learn. Our parents wanted us to learn about each other on family night, but at the same time, they got a chance to know us. Whether we knew it or not, they knew about us, and they learned about us. But it was so fun, the memories. The lights are on, the fan's on over us, Tigger's walking around doing his normal thing, and we got the patio window open because we can see out, and the neighbors on the other side of us could see out, and we weren't too far distance from each other. We weren't rich, so you can kind of gather where we lived. Ontario, California, 4th Street. I lived there forever. But that's not the point. I'm discussing to you, fathers, a wonderful memory that I'll never forget. So I want you to think about it, because now at this time, we're going to color for a little bit before we get some cake, because Mom wants that cake to set a minute, and it's in the fridge. So, but we're looking back every couple of minutes, and Dad gets our attention and says, okay, everybody find your picture. So the first time, everybody's going to color. We're just all going to color in our own book. So here we go. In color. Then Dad takes one of ours and Mom takes the other one. They pretty much stare at it and smile and, okay, well, you know you're doing out of lines pretty bad right here. You're not giving me little techniques. You know, they just from that point on, they loved us enough. And she would kind of tell me, because she saw I loved the color and I was creative already, and I was just a little kid. You know, she knew my talents, and she always appreciated him. Dad was more on the other side. Sweetheart, you ain't gonna make money doing art. You know, you gotta be real. It's not a necessity. And he'd say it's a luxury. So good luck. But I love you, and you do draw great, and you write beautiful poems and stories. And then it would be, in between conversations, as I grew, those were just some of the memories that are popping up. But back to the coloring one. So after they hand them back with a happy face on them, we get to pick, I want Mom or Dad. Now, we always wanted Mom to color in our book because Mom colored really beautiful. She colored little circles, and her pictures were beautiful. And I guess that's where my talent comes in, if you know and see that I'm doing the pictures for Run for Hope. And that's my Run for Hope that I'm doing, but that's not the point. So there we are, and we pass our coloring books around, and we give the picture we want them to color, and they give us theirs, and we go on the way. And there we go. All right, we're coloring. Yeah, all right, we're good. But before they hand them back, we sign it. Sign it. Like they were our stars. They're everything they were doing. That's the love you want your children to have. To love you. And I want you to sign mine. I mean, the memories they left us with. And after that, Mom says, okay, I'm going to get the cake. They sure knew it because the cups were up. The first time she came back from the bathroom, she was planning. But we got to grow and know each other. And you should know your children in every aspect. Even in the worst ones. But those days like that, family night, if you don't do them, do them. Go to the park. I mean, spend the whole day. Have a picnic. And no phones. Back then we didn't have them, but no distractions. If we made a plan, we're going to take the frisbees, right? We're going to take the jump ropes. No. We're going to take the ball. And then we all decided, and since we all decided, we were all going to play. It got us to grow together, criticize each other, fight a little, but we loved each other, and we loved the days. So fathers, when you think about it, spend some time with your child. Make it a whole day. And it's very hard to do these days, but make it work. God will make it work. Pray. Pray. He will give these things to you. He wants the things to be right. Love your children. And don't take them for granted, but there's some people that can't have them around. They can't be around them because they burn their bridges. And there's the others that haven't burned their bridges, but just don't care. Care. They need you. Doesn't matter what situation, what kind of attitude, they need you. Love them and make it a thing. Teach them the way of the Lord. It's hard to do, people, but I know that every one of you is a wonderful father. I wish each and every one of you a blessed Father's Day. And if I see you at church, because you know where I'm going, Victory Outreach, Fresno West, but but anyway, that's not the point, guys. I'm just being so happy I saw that dove. Spiritual feelings, and I always want to say something. So if you don't see me post, this is your happy Father's Day to all of you. And women that are running it single, happy Father's Day to you in an essence of doing both jobs. God bless, and date night, I'm going back in a minute to get our grub on. So I have made, fresh pinto beans, we're in the middle making ground beef, and rice. And guacamole is fresh, and then we got the cheese, and that'll be a nice burrito tonight. And then I made fudge brownies with Reese's Pieces on top, and I reckon he's going to get a chocolate chip shake tonight. Spoiled tonight because he'll be with his son tomorrow. So y'all have a wonderful night. Have your date night, and my phone is off now, so it's all about blessing myself and the husband, but more my husband. Good night, y'all.